Take an Australian, put him in a Manhattan bar and give him two different scotches. What do you get? A medicinal antidote that goes on to become a classic. And the Aussie here is Sam Ross. The bar is Milk and Honey, and the year is 2005. And the drink is called Penicillin. There are very few living bartenders who've added to the list of classics. Amongst them is this Melbourne-born champion who's created not just penicillin but many others. He was working at Milk and Honey when he created this cocktail. When asked about its name, he says that he took inspiration from an ancient drug which also has medicinal properties, much like the ingredients of this cocktail. It's a variation on another Milk and Honey drink from 2001, the bourbon-based Cold Rush, which one can say is an updated whiskey sour replacing sugar syrup with honey ginger syrup, or even better, a bourbon-based bee's knees. What's Gold Rush? Bourbon, lemon juice, ginger syrup, simple. What is penicillin? A Gold Rush based on Scotch and layered with some smoky Islay whiskey. So in a way, the British created gin and made a bee's knees. Milk and Honey took it over and removed the gin and added bourbon to it. And then Sam Ross, the Aussie, completed this cycle by taking it from the Americans and give it back to UK by putting Scotch in it. Now, Sam thinks a classic cocktail has to be something that is easy to replicate, not difficult or wacky ingredients, no infusions, homemade bitters. It has to be simple, approachable, foolproof, and above all, it has to be good. In 2016, a book called A Proper Drink by the cocktail historian Robert Simonson called Penicillin the most well-traveled and renowned new cocktail of the 21st century. It has even moved into a different rendition, a frozen cocktail called Penicillin. How cool is that name? At Brooklyn's Diamond Reef Bar, which is also owned by Sam and his team, alongside Attaboy. Now, I'm not an expert, but here's Navjot from Delhi's new tippling hole called The Lair, mixing and fixing us his rendition of the penicillin.
Hello everyone, and my name is Navjot, and today we are making the penicillin. We need 25 ml of lemon juice, 15 ml of homemade honey and ginger liqueur, any blended Scotch whiskey, 50 ml, and some ice to shake it up. And strain into a pre-chilled whiskey glass and over the ice, and spray it with a smoky single malt from Ireland, and garnish it with dehydrated lemon peel. And here's your penicillin. Cheers.
Thanks, Javjot. That looks really good. So here's my tasting notes of penicillin. So first thing first, just from the nose itself, that float of smoky whiskey invites you. If you like it, this is how as good as a drink could get. And then on the palate, yep, it's spicy, a little tart, a little sweet for sure. And underneath lies this lingering aftertaste of the Scotch whiskey. It is very complex, a little bizarre, but definitely delicious. And I can see that there can be renditions made out of it. For example, if you like ginger, if in case it is too spicy for it, why not try a ginger root? Why not make a sparkling one by removing the ginger syrup and just topping it up with a ginger beer or a ginger ale? Try different types of honeys. Or if you are too lazy to make your own honey syrup, try Drambuie, which is a Scotch-based honey liqueur. Now, do remember, it is cold, but it has ginger, it has honey, and it has lemon and a little bit of whiskey, which is great for your nose and for your throat. So if in case the winters are troubling you way too much, penicillin is the antidote to that. So on that note, cheers and see you next week.